I'm Majer. The family that I married into, they've been doing donkey rides on Weston Beach since about 1860 something. So it's about the 5th or 6th generation of the family, and constantly been out here, as part of the seaside town really. When I was a teenager and I used to come and work out here to earn a bit of extra cash, it was absolutely packed out here through the summer. Summer holidays would be packed every day. And we'd start really early in the morning, finish late. Now there's probably about a quarter of the number of people here that there used to be. That's the biggest difference is just in the numbers. I think there's also a bit more for people to do, I suppose. And people, come. They don't have their holidays here anymore. They tend to be day trippers more than actual holiday makers. That's the biggest difference. Years ago, you would get, from places like Birmingham, you'd get like a factory fortnight when all the factories closed down, and then those couple of weeks would always be really busy weeks, usually about the last couple of weeks of July. That doesn't tend to happen anymore, so you don't get that sort of sudden busy spell that you would have had. And a lot of people just taking their holidays abroad, obviously, rather than in Britain. The window is pretty small. I mean, Easter is okay, but it's very weather dependent. And obviously, if it's an earlier Easter, then you're less likely to get warm weather. So that we might be out at Easter, but sometimes we do absolutely nothing at Easter. And then we have a couple of bank holidays in between before the summer holidays start. Weston tends to be the better one of those. And then it's just weather dependent, whether we can come out every day. We have a few school bookings and that sort of thing, sort of later in the term. And then our 6 weeks is our peak time. And September, it all comes to a close pretty quickly. The rest of the year, obviously, we've got all the animals to look after. But also we run a small coal business, so my husband's out delivering coal through the winter, which that goes quite well with our business because there's not much to do with that in the summer, but obviously in the winter that gets going as the donkeys and the beach is coming to a close. So that's what we do to keep going through the winter time. Weston is now really a dormitory town for Bristol, and it's becoming more and more so. So the holiday aspect of it, yes, obviously we'll always still have the beach and there are hotels and things along the seafront, but the town itself, whereas it was very much geared up to being a seaside town, is now a dormitory town. And that's the biggest change. Our business is shrinking, kind of, so whether we'll be able to continue into the future, we don't know. We'd like to think that we would continue family business, but obviously next generation of our family, if they can't make a living from it, they won't do it. Well, I worry a bit for Weston because we have had improvements and it has helped, but I think there's an awful lot more that could be done, and I think the council could perhaps, get their heads together and a bit more action rather than just talking about it would be very helpful. Yeah.